why I am wearing my dancing shoe and I am dancing away, even though I cannot dance to save my life, but I am happy. The long-awaited border opening has arrived. I'll see you. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you'll be wondering why I was dancing. I didn't even save myself from this dance. I am really excited about this news because a whole lot of people have been waiting for this for a very long time. Australia is opening their border by 1st of December to international students, temporal visa holders, skilled immigration visa holders, permanent visa holders, and the rest. So it has been a wonderful news for us living in Australia and for other people waiting for this visa. It's been a good news. I'm excited about the news. Welcome to my channel. My name is Uche. You'll be wondering why am I so excited, because you live in Australia already. But I'm excited for other people that were not able to move to Australia since because of the border closure. The border has been closed since 2019 and there are people with temporary skilled migrant visas that could not come in because of this border closure. There are students living in various countries that could not come in because Australia did not open for their students. You will just be doing online study. Guess what? By December 1st, 2021, that's few weeks to now, they can come in as long as they are fully vaccinated. That is a great news. So now you understand why I am happy and why I am dancing, because I know one or two people 2 days before they would leave Nigeria to move to Australia, Australian border closed. This family have sold everything they have, resigned from work. They don't even have wine and oduroku. You know what is wine and oduroku? Sit down, make we quarrel chair. They don't even have that, and they have been stuck in Nigeria almost going to 2 years now. This has happened to a whole lot of people. So when I'm excited, it's not just all about me, but about those people that now they can come home and enjoy the sunny side of life. I'm also bringing great news for people that would want to migrate to Australia. This is an opportunity for you to start up your process if you haven't started. I have put up some link before and some videos on the step-by-step how you can actually start this without using any agent, because we did everything ourselves without an agent. And also I am putting a disclaimer, as I always do, I am not an agent or a consultant. It's all the research I've done in years. That is what I am giving you guys the tips and sharing my experience. So whoever that is ready to actually research and do the hard work and be patient about it, you can start your journey to becoming an Australian migrant student as well. Because I'm in a good spirit today and I'm so happy about the news, I want everybody watching this video to benefit one way or the other. I'm going to run down the process again for you guys, but I would really encourage all of you to please check my video. I will put one or two up and I will put a whole lot of link in my description button, so you can also click and check them out. Start immediately. What are the things you're supposed to do to come to Australia? First, check your eligibility. Australia runs a point-test skilled immigration pathway and they want you to have at least 65 points. And that 65 points comprises of your age, your academic qualification, your experience, your English, and also the partner's point. Don't forget that even if you have 65 points, that doesn't mean that you're going to get nomination, because there are other people that would have more points than you. So you have to do better in your English exam for you to be able to boost up your point, because that's the only way you can get that. You cannot forge your age, you cannot forge your academic documents or your work. So English is another way you can make more points, by getting a proficiency. Even if your occupation says they need competency, it doesn't matter, it would help you. Also, Australia has 3 immigration pathway. They have 189, which is the one we call federal or independent immigration, whereby you do everything yourself. No state would give you any points. So you have to check if you're eligible for that. If you are, it has a PR attached to it, meaning you would have some benefit. Although Australia is proposing from 2022 January that anybody coming in as a permanent resident would have to wait for 4 years for them to assess some benefits. Yeah, they have not agreed to that, but they are in the process of trying that. But not to worry, we pay a whole lot of money. So even if you don't go begging government for Centrelink, there are other things you can afford by yourself. So don't cry about that. And 189 also allow you to live in any state of your choice, meaning you don't have any restriction on where you want to live. You can jump from Sydney to Melbourne today or to Brisbane tomorrow, anywhere. With 189 federal skilled immigration, you can move anywhere. Australia also have the one they call 190. 190 is a state process whereby you have to live in the state that nominates you, and you have 2 years obligation to live and work in that state. What it means that you will not go to any other state till you fulfill that 2 years with that state that gave you that state sponsorship. How are you going to know if you're eligible? Go to various states, check the states that are open for your occupation. You will definitely see it there. Check their requirements. If you meet their requirement, apply to them, and if they respond to you, then fine. And when they respond to you and give you invitation to apply, they give you 5 points to add to your point. Let's assume you have 70 points or even the 65 points and you don't know what to do again and you really want your points to increase. When you apply to one of the states that are open for your occupation, that state can actually give you 5 points. So making your 70 points to become 75, or making your 65 points to become 70. Isn't that great? We are generous in this country. So when you do that, the state will give you that point. Your obligation is live and work in that state for 2 good years before you can move anywhere else. What happens when you don't do that? You know what happens when you become naughty. I don't need to tell you that part. This 190 state sponsorship visa, it's also a permanent resident visa. You're eligible to get some benefits from the state and you have permanent residence as well. Next one is state regional sponsored visa or family regional sponsored visa, whichever one. It's called 491. When I came to Australia, it was called 489, which is what I came with, but 1 year later, they changed it to 491. This doesn't give you a permanent resident immediately. However, it gives you the opportunity to become one before your visa expires. This visa is a 5 years visa that allows you to live and work in Australia legally. When you come in with 491 regional visa, you have to live in any regional state. During my time, it was restricted to the particular state, that's the region in that state that nominates you, that's where you can move. But with this 491, you can actually live in any other regional state. However, there are restrictions of where you can live. You cannot go to the metropolitan states, meaning you cannot live in Sydney, you cannot live in Melbourne, you cannot live in Brisbane and some other postcode. So when they are granting you this visa, they would show you the postcode where you can live and where you can't live, because going to those places would mean that you're not keeping to the obligation. So this visa also allows you to work in a regional area for at least 1 year full time. It doesn't matter the job. You can do any kind of job: cleaning, disability care job, aged care, mechanic, factory, whatever it is. But as long as you're having 35 hours a week to show for a full-time job. So with this 491, the government wants you to have 54,000 something, but let me just round it up in case if I'm wrong, 55,000 Australian dollars a year. This visa, I summarize it, is having a 5 years visa to live and work, meeting up full-time job a year, which is 35 hours a week. Show that you live in a regional area, that you didn't run away to the metropolitan and be working and claiming that you live in the regional area. Have that annual income to prove and live in that regional area for 3 years, then you have met up with the requirement. After 3 years, you're eligible to apply for your permanent resident which they will change it to 191 visa. 191 visa is whereby you're leaving 491 to head to 191 visa, then you become a permanent resident. Also, this 491 visa gives you Australian Medicare card. The next one is the family regional sponsored visa. It's still the same 491 visa and it's still the same requirements and obligation. It's only that for a family to nominate you, the person has to be living in a regional area, and also the person should be a permanent resident at least for a year before they are eligible to nominate you. And this 491 visa also gives you 15 points, meaning if you have 65 points in your total point and you're going in for 491 visa, you will get 15 more points to add to your 65. Not great. So instead of you waiting for 189 or waiting for 190, as long as you are ready to port and you really want to port, I would tell you to also come in with this 491 visa, because before you know it, 3 years is almost there. You have met your requirement. You don't have any restriction that means, oh, I cannot do this job or I can do this job because of my kind of visa. No, you can apply for any job. It depends on the state where you are living as well. Your children can actually go to school as long as it's a public school for free, and some other states will ask your children for a few tokens. You have every right. You can work freely or do whatever you want to. Even your parents can come in with a visiting visa to visit you. It doesn't matter. And this visa also allow you to leave Australia as many times as possible. You can come in today and go tomorrow and come in the next day. There is no restriction with 491. So now that I have explained the skilled immigration visas that they have, you know about student visa, whereby you looking for a school, getting their requirements, and also applying through school. It doesn't matter your age, because Australia doesn't care about your age. What they care about is what you have up here and what you can bring to the table. And also the good news is that if you cannot meet up with this skilled immigration pathway and you want to come in through student route, Australia allows you, if you're married, to come in with your family, as long as you can meet up with those requirements and prove that you're actually married to your spouse, which every other country does as well. So yeah, that is all about this. So let's go back to the process. Once you have checked your eligibility and you have all this, you go and check if your occupation is in the shortage list. If it is, about your assessing body. I'm going to do a little bit of demo for you guys at the end or in between this video to show you how you can state that it's open for your nomination, and how you can also navigate to check which one is your assessing body by using Anszco search. I'm writing it down, I'm putting the link, and I'm going to show you guys the process how you can navigate it as well. When you check all that, you go to your assessing body website, check their requirements, gather your documents. Some assessing bodies would ask you to write English exam before you can submit your documents, while some, especially VitaSess, would not ask you for that. However, VitaSess wants your school to send your transcript directly to them, not from you. So you have to check your assessing body's websites, whichever one you're going to use, know their requirements, gather the documents that they ask you to, pay your fee, and submit your documents. Also remember that I said that for you to get a positive assessment from any of these assessing bodies, what you studied would be closely related to what you're doing. You cannot be a doctor and be working as a customer service. Be careful when you're choosing the occupation to nominate. You have to prove that you have the closely related certificates to show for what you're doing. Even if you're going as a trade, that's all the bakers, the hairdressers, the mechanic. Next thing you're going to do is to do an expression of interest. You don't pay for your expression of interest, you just go to skill select. I'm going to also be leaving the link for that. You will apply to the states that are open for your occupation. There you can actually click all states, or you can apply for those states. If it's more than one state that are open for your occupation individually, you can choose to click all. For you to do your expression of interest, you must have your positive assessment and you must have your English test ready. So when you do that, when you have applied, you calculate all your points. Also in this expression of interest is where you're going to add the people coming with you to Australia. So you submit your expression of interest. You would also go to the website of the states that you want to get nomination, check their requirements, gather the documents, apply to those states. Of interest and state nomination goes hand in hand. You must be eligible to apply for that state for you to actually do expression of interest for that state. Some states would ask you to pay application fee, some would not ask you for application. States would also ask you for proof of fund, while some would not ask you for proof of fund. Once you have checked the requirement and you have applied to the state, they would go through your documents. If they like what they are seeing, they would send you a mail by giving you invitation to apply. What we call it is ITA, which is ITA. Once you get that invitation to apply, you're almost close to the end of your application. So they would give you 60 days to gather all the documents and also pay for your visa fee according to your family size. So for visa fee, if you're a single applicant, you pay 4,050 Australian dollars. And if you're married, your wife pay half of that, and so on. I'll put my other video where I mentioned about the fee up here. I would like you to check them out so you will know the amount you're supposed to pay according to your family. Once you have submitted your documents and paid for your visa, the next thing you're going to do is just to be patient about it, pray to God. You'll be assigned with a case officer. Please make sure that you submit all the necessary documents, fill up all the necessary information, so your visa process will be seamless. It's very important while you're waiting for your visa to give yourself something to remove your mind from. So handiwork is good. Learn how to bake, learn how to sew, learn how to fix nails, lashes, organic cream, barb hair, kinky, and anything. It's important. So it would help you. It would also put food on your table while you wait for the big job. So before I conclude this video, I'm also going to be putting the Anszco link, and I will show you guys how you can navigate that. So it would help you in your process. So guys, for the process here in Anszco Search, you can actually check your points calculation for immigration. You can check the assessing body, you can check the shortage list. So this particular link can navigate you to a whole lot of things. So all you need to do is go to your Google, put Anszco Search, click on it. Doing that, they would want you to log in. Already I am a member. You would either create your account. If you already have this before, you sign in. Now that I have logged in, you see hello Uche. All you need to do is start search. So you go up here, you can use any of this to search for your occupation. You can search with state or territory, you can search with tax, you can search by assessing authority and the likes, or you can type in the occupation. So today I'm going to use customer service to search. So I'm using customer service manager. See, as I'm typing it in, it came out, so I will click on it. So now that I've clicked on it, you see it brought it out. It shows that the occupation is on skill level 2 and the assessing body is VitaSays and is on group C. So, and for you to check all the necessary information on this, you click on the visa option. So now that I've clicked on the visa option, it will show me states, details, Anszco search, backlogs, and the like. So you click on the states, you will see all the states that are open for it. 19491. You see that Australian Capital Territory, it's open for customer service. Northern Territory, the blue line shows that if you're eligible for the state, then it means it's not available, and so on and so forth. So when you're done with the state eligibility, you also try the details. The details would also show you the states. You click on all the states to see what they actually need from you. like this one said, less nomination places available each month and is less than 5 and they are open. So you know that, okay, if you want to apply for the states, they have just 5 people. Northern Territory said you must have 7 in all bands and they are still closed for offshore. Not to worry, by the time December 1st is here, they would open up. So this Anszco search is the very important part of this place. You can see everything about this occupation, the sub-major class, the unit group, the description, alternative title. If it's not customer service manager, it's client service manager. You know, you read up on all this. And this also shows you the backlogs. That's the people they have invited and the backlogs that they have. This is not under 189. You can see 190 and the rest. You see, for people that have 28 people, 70 points like that, and by states as well. So it's good to know. Also use it to check for your visa point test. Look at it here. You search for the states that are open. You can also find your visa options as well. So this is a very good site and help you and guide you to do your process all by yourself. I hope you can use this opportunity to calculate your points, look for your search, look for your occupation, and start the Australian process. I hope this video would motivate you to try something today and make use of this opportunity that Australia is opening their border by December 1st, so you can start your process. You can start it one step at a time. Before you know it, you would be in Australia. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you're just passing by or you're seeing my video for the first time, thank you for watching. Welcome to my channel. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please click on the notification bell and click on all the bells, so whenever I post a video, you'll be the first to be notified. And thank you for always watching my video, commenting and sharing my videos. I appreciate all. I will see you in my next video. Bye.